Hi, this is your girl Bombshell coming back with another quick video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I went from this to this using this. For the ones that don't know, this is an airbrush gun, and I'm going to show you how I use a technique to make my brows look flawless. Now I have two templates that I will be using. One is, and they come in different shapes. I have different shapes of templates. So just depending on what my client is looking for or what the brow is already shaped like is what template I will be using. I also sometimes go in and freelance the brows. So again, there's not a set way that I do my brows when it comes down to airbrushing. But the one I'm using right now is the Full Natural Arch Brow, as you can see. And pretty much you use the same brow, the same template on both sides. What you do, just pretty much flip it over and use it on the opposite side. Now I have two airbrush guns, and both have two different parts, different colors of parts on them. And this is the darker tauplet, and this is the light taupe. So I'll be using both of these to achieve this look. Now you don't have to have two guns. You can just take one part off and use the opposite part on the same gun. But because I have two guns, I just go ahead and put both of them on there. Again, to start off, I go in and brush any flyaways. And at this time, I'm letting my brows grow out. So they are looking pretty much bad, but I'm letting them grow out. So, which is fine. And so let's get started. Basically what you want to do, if you're not really familiar with the gun, I do teach class on airbrushing, and that's something that you may be interested in. Definitely message me, and I can do a virtual class, or I can do in-person class, one-on-one, and sometimes I do group class. But when it comes down to the airbrushing class, I try to give that person all the attention they need. So I like to be able to just do that one-on-one class or even a virtual class. And I will talk more about the classes at the end of the video. So let's start. The first thing you want to do, if your brows need to be shaped, go ahead and shape those first before you even start. Clean up any wild hairs. That will make your application pretty much a success. You don't want to airbrush any wide hair if you don't need to. Again, with mine, I am letting my hair grow out, my brows grow out. So at this given time, I'm not going to shave anything off because I'm trying to let them grow out, and then I'm going to go back in and shape them up. So typically what I do, I go ahead, and if you see me looking toward this way, it's because I'm looking in the mirror. But just let me know, again, if you have any questions after this video, just inbox me. So if you're not familiar with the gun, like I said before, at first, just basically you press to hold the gun on. If you can hear it, you get an air wave. Air start blowing out. And this is the nozzle right here, which controls the pressure on the gun. And you have speeds in the back. And throughout my class, I teach and go over the gun. teach and show you how to what each is made for or used for, and how to put on your AirPod, how to take it off, how to clean your needle. I just go through the whole 9 yards. Back here is different speeds. This is I got 3 different speeds, and this is the speed 1, that's speed 2, and that's speed 3. So I'm gonna go back down to speed 1. And again, I will have another video on showing you how to use your air gun. Basically what I do is, let's just move this out of the way first. I go in, I hold a template to the location that I want it to spray the airflow. Again, I take in consideration, I like to leave that open in the inner eyebrows because I like to blend it out with another color, which is the light taupe, and I just add the darker taupe on the ends, like so. As you can see, it's darkening up, and you want to take your time to do this. Don't be in a rush until you get familiar with the gun. Even with getting familiar with the gun, as you can see here, you will still get blows or products on your template, which is fine. And basically what you're doing, and you just going in and shaping the brows. Like so. I like to have my tail a little bit longer, the length of my eyes, but however, depending on my client or your preference, you can shorten your tail on your brows. Like so. Now, if you're not pressing, you're just going to get regular airflow coming out, and you can go in and kind of dry that out if you like. But I tend to do this at the end because I like to go ahead and start on the beginning of the brows. So you press and hold it one time, and then it cuts it off. Pretty much I do the same thing. The next template I will use will be this one right here. And this one have the little holes in it because I don't want no harsh line in the beginning of my brows. So this right here will be a great template to just fill in without that harsh line. Same thing, go press and hold. And you basically want to start, and you got to place this one right here if you can see, and you just want to pull on the nozzle. And you want to take out your time to look back at it to make sure it's blending in. Again, you don't want to add too much product if you don't need to. That's why you always have to step back and look at your work. Okay, what I did then, I went a little too far over into the brown. So what I'm going to do is clean that back up again. And again, y'all, this is... So I'm just going to go back in and add a little bit of darkness. Okay. And you can go ahead and blend that out before it dries, like so. So I'm gonna just cut these off. Next thing you want to do is take one of your gun and you can kind of just cut it on. Don't touch anything, but just let it dry. Blow it and let it dry. And that will kind of help seal it in. Next, what I would do is go in and get my concealer, like that. Take my brush, and I would just go in and give it that chic look by cleaning it up with my concealer. You can also use foundation, which I also use as well. But for the purpose of this video, I am using concealer. Like so. Then I would take my concealer brush and I would just go in and, before that dries, and blend that out. Like so. I can go with the same concealer, or I can go with a more of a blend color on top. But because I'm going to use just the same concealer, I'm going to use my foundation at the end to blend it out. I'm just going to go on top. Like so, okay? And the difference between the gel and the airbrush brows is that these do last longer. They don't smudge or anything like that. So if you're getting married, or you just for whatever reason want to touch on your face, you don't have to worry about your brows moving or going anywhere. This is also great for if you're getting in and out the water, swimming, anything like that. It's great for that as well. And they last longer too. So again, And a lot of time I just go in and kind of pat that into the skin to let it sit. Then I have any concealer left because I don't like wasting products. I go ahead and add that to the lid and blend out. And this will also be great once you're starting your makeup application. And at occasion, depending on the look, I like to go in and make sure and I just kind of blend it out where there may be any harsh lines, like so. And that pretty much give you the airbrush look. And at the end, I like to take my gun, cut it back on, and make sure that the concealer and the brows, I like to blow air onto that just to make sure they're set in place. And it will help dries the makeup as well. Like so. So there you have it. This is the finished look of the airbrush eyebrows. For more information on learning the techniques, learning how to use your gun, and also for classes, definitely inbox me. If you're not following my page, definitely do so. And I will talk to y'all on my next video. Again, this is your girl Bombshell. See you later. Bye.